following is a feature presentation of the Replay Sports Channel, home for the great games. Tonight, we complete Week 12 of the 2021 football season with a Central Division showdown between the St. Louis Stars and the Memphis Express. Hi everyone, Glenn Walker again, welcoming you inside the booth here. We're at the Liberty Bowl, where we're expecting a great game between these two teams, and it should be an action-packed game. A quick look at the standings heading into tonight's game. As you can see, St. Louis coming into this week at the first number one spot in the Central Division with a 7-4 record. Memphis behind them at 6-5. So it should be a great game, great matchup, following up a great weekend of Thanksgiving Day football. We started on Thursday and culminating with the Sunday night game tonight. So we get ready to head out onto the field for tonight's game. Word is that the St. Louis running back, Ezekiel Elliott, is probable. He did have some hamstring issues. We don't have a final word yet if he's planning on playing or not, so we're hoping to see him in action this evening. Getting ready to head down the field. It's a pleasant 62 degrees evening here in Memphis. Slight wind coming in as both teams have completed their warm-ups and they're heading out to the midfield logo to get ready for the coin toss as administered by the referee, Alex Kemp. St. Louis has won the toss and they will receive. So again, welcome. Week 12, we're getting closer and closer to postseason. We have a 14-week regular season. So just 2 weeks of regular season football after this, and then we go right into the playoffs. So the ball's being teed up. Get ready for some exciting WFL football action here in just a moment. Back to receive is McKinnon. McKinnon, from his own 3, finally wrestled down at the 30-yard line. And we do see Ezekiel Elliott trotting out to the huddle in the field. So he will be playing tonight, which is good news for the St. Louis Star fans. So let's take a look at that St. Louis lineup. Quarterback Kirk Cousins. So far, just thrown over 3,000 yards, 19 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He'll be the quarterback. Ezekiel Elliott, the tailback, can make some history tonight. Just needs 120 yards to hit 1,000. More on that in a moment. Kevin Smith will be the fullback in front of him. Wide receivers, Mecole Hardman and Chase Claypool, the rookie. Tight end will be Greg Olson. Let's take a look at that offensive line. Jake Matthews at left tackle. I'm not even going to try that. Vaitai at left guard. Joe Thuney will be at center. J.R. Sweezy at right guard. And Anthony Costanzo at right tackle. So the ball will be placed at the St. Louis 30. First play of the game for the St. Louis Stars. They're in their visiting uniforms, white jerseys, gold pants, dark numerals, and gold helmets. They're going to shift into a one-back set now. Elliott will be the lone setback. Cousins calling out the signals. A beautiful evening here in Memphis. Back to pass. Cousins tries to attempt a short floater over to Elliott. Jason Pierre-Paul looked like he was going to try to make a dive for it, but can't come up with it. It's incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. Let's go ahead and set that Memphis defense for you. They use a 4-3. You have Billy Al Nichols at left end. Raekwon Davis at left tackle. Poona Ford at right tackle. And Olivier Vernon, the veteran, at right defensive end. Linebackers. Grugier Hill is the left linebacker. Shaquille Quarterman is the inside linebacker. And Jason Pierre-Paul, as we mentioned earlier, at the right outside linebackers. Defensive backs, J.R. Alexander, cornerback. Lonnie Johnson Jr., Buda Baker, and Ronald Darby. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Stars, just underway here in Memphis. Elliott remains the lone setback. He'll get the handoff. He's going to go to the left side of the line. Finally brought down by Davis at the 35. A big gain of 5 yards and bring up 3rd and 5. Storyline coming in, St. Louis leading the division, ever so closer to clinch a division title, and much needed for head coach Chip Kelly. He's in his 6th season at the helm. Started the season in the hot seat. He has an overall record of 36-45. Only one playoff appearance in his time here with the St. Louis Stars, and that was a one and done. They lost during the Western Wildcard game back in 2019. That's the only time the Stars made it to the playoffs, and they were bumped in the first game of the 2019 playoffs. So 3rd and 5, they're going to empty out the backfield, go to a 4 wide receiver set for Kirk Cousins. Cousins moves to the pistol formation, calling out the signals. Hamilton, Claypool, Reynolds are 3 wide receivers. Cousins back to pass with time, and the ball's overthrown. Reynolds, a little bit too high for him there, brings up 4th and 5. So 3 and out, St. Louis goes for their first possession of the game. They will punt away. Sam Martin will be handling the punting duties for St. Louis. He'll be punting away to Powell. And we have our game's first penalty. A little bit of movement there on the line. Alex Kemp makes the call. And with that false start, the ball moved back 5 yards to the St. Louis 30. So Martin will try again. Martin gets away a great kick. Powell will take it at his own 15. Gets a very good return. Finally brought down at the Memphis 31. And that's where the Express will get their start offensively. They're led out by Deshaun Watson. He'll be the quarterback. Running backs are Josh Jacobs and Kari Blasingame. Wide receivers are Rashard Perryman and Kendrick Bourne. Tight end will be Hayden Hurst. Let's take a look at that offensive line. Jedrick Willis is the left tackle. Dan Freeney is the left guard. Matt Skura is the center. Mike Owenu is the right guard. And Rick Wagner is at right tackle. 1st and 10. Memphis has the ball at the 31. 13:54 here in the first quarter. Just underway here on Sunday Night Football. They'll shift to a 1 running back format. Connor is now the lone setback. Play action. Watson with time is going to look deep on this first possession. Completes it to Snead at midfield. Finally brought down by Bradbury. A 23-yard gain, and automatically Memphis is in enemy territory. They'll put the ball at the St. Louis 46. What a great play. Great play action. Plenty of time, and hits Snead in stride to put them into enemy territory. It's on their back foot already as the St. Louis defense. Let's take a look at them individually for a moment. And Denrico Autry is the defensive end on the left side. Quentin Jefferson and John Kaminsky are the defensive tackles. Christian Wilkins is the right defensive end. The linebackers, Roquan Smith, Whitney Merciless, and they're going to use nickel package here. So your defensive backs are Justin Simmons, Jesse Bates, Tyrann Mathieu, Jameel Dean, and James Bradbury. 1st and 10. This time Watson will move into the pistol. Perryman, Bourne, and Snead are the wide receivers. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Completes another pass to Snead. First 2 plays, Watson to Snead. This one goes for 14 yards. And it's a first down at the St. Louis 32. St. Louis is without their all-star veteran cornerback, Richard Sherman. He was doubtful heading into tonight. He was trying to rehab that knee and was hoping to be back, but it did not dress. They're also missing 3 defensive linemen. Willis, Harris, and Walker are all three out due to various injuries. Memphis also dealing with their share of injuries, and we'll get to that as we move along tonight. So 1st and 10, change of formation. They'll go to a 2 tight end set, 1 running back. Jacobs is the lone setback. Hurst and Hollister are the tight ends. Watson back to pass. Oh, that one was nearly picked off. He was looking for Hollister, and back to defend him was Taki. Taki almost got an interception there. So it brings up 2nd and 10. Jacobs will remain the lone running back. Jacobs will get the call. He'll go left tackle, and he's met by a crowd of St. Louis Stars. No gain. He's brought down by Smith. Memphis in their home blue uniforms. White numerals and those awesome-looking red helmets with the blue trim. So it brings up 3rd and 10. Memphis in 2nd place in the Central Division, hanging on to the 4th seed as we started the day in the Western Conference playoff race. The Express will empty out the backfield, go to a 4 wide receiver set here on 3rd and 10. Man in motion. Watson with time throws short to Perryman at the 25. Not enough for the first down. In fact, it'll be 3 yards shy. Ball will be placed at the St. Louis 25, and we're going to see a field goal attempt as Kaimi Fairbank will come out to attempt a field goal. Fairbank, 18 of 19 on field goals so far this season. This should be within his range, about a 42, 43-yard attempt. Snap, the hold, the kick, and it's dead center. Officially, it's a 42-yard field goal. So Memphis on the board first. A very quick 6-play, 44-yard drive, consuming 3 minutes, 4 seconds. Fairbank, 42-yard field goal, makes it 3-0 Memphis. So heading into today, playoff picture, as we go to kickoff here today, both teams in the playoff hunt. St. Louis, as you can see, currently number 2, but remember they hold the head-to-head advantage versus Las Vegas. Vegas won on Thanksgiving Day. We'll review the scoreboard at halftime. So if St. Louis wins tonight, they will be the number 1 seed in the West because of the head-to-head. And then in the 3rd spot, because of the games that have been played earlier today, Memphis is currently sitting in the number 3 position in the Western Conference. If they get a win tonight, this should be very interesting to see how that changes things. We'll talk more about the playoff race as it affects the other conference as well as we progress through. I've got a lot of stuff for you here tonight, but we're going to go back to the field as Fairbank tees the ball up, getting ready to kick off. Just 2 weeks away from the playoffs. And we have a penalty on the return, and this was an illegal block on St. Louis. So the ball, McKinnon's turn is going to be reduced. Ball will be placed back at the St. Louis 11. As we mentioned, Ezekiel Elliott was dealing with a hamstring issue during the week, but he was cleared to play right before the game. He'll be the lone setback, along with 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Cousins under center, and before he can get the playoff, there is a penalty. Looks like somebody on the Memphis side of the line jumped, and that is what the case is. So free 5 yards for St. Louis, brings up 1st and 5, 10.5 minutes to go here in our Sunday night football game of Week 12. St. Louis will go to an I formation now. Elliott, the eye back. Elliott will get the handoff. Sweeps right. And picks up the first down. Gain of 6 yards, finally brought down by Alexander. So as we mentioned in their previous drive, Elliott needs just 120 yards tonight to crack 1,000. He heads into the night career-wise with 5,312 yards in a 5-year career. There's only 1 year that he didn't make 1,000, and that was back in 2018. He only gained about 600-something yards that season. But every season, with the exception of 2018, he has gained 1,000. So hoping he can continue that streak here tonight. So the fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Ball's at the 22 of St. Louis. Elliott again, the lone setback. Cousins back to pass, looking for Hardman, but the ball's incomplete. Him and Hardman not on the same page there. We were kind of led to believe that the game plan here for St. Louis is just feed the ball to Ezekiel Elliott. But the hamstring issue might have hampered that a little bit, and so that's why you're seeing Cousins going to the air a little bit more as the game is progressing underway here. Now it brings up 2nd and 10. They'll empty out the backfield on 2nd and 10. Cousins from the pistol, looking, has time, throws underneath to the rookie Claypool, the 25. Finally brought down by Alexander at the 28. Brings up 3rd and 4. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Cousins on the season, 273 for 448, 60.9% completion percentage. Reached the 3,000 yard mark last week in that game against Chicago, game which they lost 33-24. That was kind of a surprise game against Chicago. So it brings up 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the 4 wide receiver set. Olsen's going to move to the slot. Cousins with time completes the ball to Olsen, gets the first down, and a little more. He's finally pushed out of bounds by Baker at the St. Louis 37. So 1st and 10 for St. Louis. Elliott back into the game at running back. I formation behind Cousins. 1st and 10. Transfers the ball to Elliott. Goes into the left side of the line. Gains a couple. Finally brought down by Quarterman. Coming up on 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. Elliott's now the lone setback. Cousins, back to pass. Tosses it in the flat to Elliott. Elliott maybe gets a yard. Pierre-Paul spins him down at the St. Louis 40, brings up 3rd and 7. So St. Louis moving the ball ever so slightly. They had to start deep within their own end because of the illegal block penalty on the kickoff return. So this will be the 7th play of the drive, and they've yet to get to midfield. 7.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Stars trail the Express 3-0. Stars empty out the backfield. Cousins back to pass. Going to have to move to avoid the rush. Completes the pass to Reynolds, but he's going to be 4 yards shy of the first down. So it'll bring up Sam Martin and the punting unit once again. So the offense only able to pick up small little chunks of yardage there in that drive, and they are forced to punt. Martin once again will be looking to punt toward Powell. Looks like he's going to be aiming this one toward the sideline. Gets it away, heading toward the sideline inside the 20. No, take that back. The side judge there puts his foot at the Memphis 21-yard line. So Memphis will start there. They are led by Mike Vrabel. He's in his first season as head coach of the Express. He's a former player, and he is now head coach. Deshaun Watson, what an impressive season he's had so far. His quarterback rating, 107.8, is second in the WFL. He's completed 284 passes out of 399 attempts coming into today's game. 71.2 completion percentage, 3,220 yards. And get this, 24 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions. They'll go to the I formation. Jacobs is the deep back. Hand off to Jacobs. He'll go left side of the line, gets to about the 25, tackled by Smith at the 28. So an impressive run there for the second-year man Jacobs. He leads the Memphis rushers, has 156 carries, 570 yards, and 8 touchdowns heading into game number 12 of the 2021 season. They'll stick with the I formation. Jacobs gets the ball again. He's going to try the right side of the line this time. He picks up the first down, a little more. Brought down by Bates at the Memphis 35. First down, Memphis, as we approach the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. This time, Jacobs is going to sweep around the right side, but he is met by a committee of St. Louis Stars, led by Taki Taki. Loss of 2 yards. They've read this book before. Jacobs is not surprising them. Well, a loss of 2 brings it to the Memphis 33, brings up second and 12. Connor is going to replace Jacobs at running back. Watson's going to transfer to the pistol formation. 3 wide receiver set. Watson back to pass. Floats a screen over to Connor, but it's incomplete. Can't come up with it. Merciless was lurking very close there on coverage with Connor. Brings up 3rd and long. 3rd and 12 for Memphis. Watson will empty out the backfield. Perryman, Bourne, Snead, and Powell are the wide receivers. Watson with time. And right through the hands of Bourne. In and out of the hands. And that brings up 4th down. And we're going to get to see the punting specialty of one, Jordan Berry, for the first time tonight. Jordan Berry will be punting away. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Mecole Hardman will be the deep man to receive the punt. Berry gets the kick away, high. Hardman takes it at his own 15. Finally pulled down at the St. Louis 28-yard line. 3.5 minutes to go here, first quarter. Memphis leads 3-0. Beautiful night here at the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee. 62 degrees, very slight wind. Central Division matchup between these two teams. Back in their second meeting, back in week 4, Memphis defeated St. Louis up at the Dome of America, or the Trans World Dome, whatever the name they give it now in St. Louis. Memphis won that game 27-13. So interesting prospect of Memphis wins this game tonight. They lead the head-to-head. Memphis would take possession of first place in the Central Division. So a lot that they're playing for in addition to playoff seeding and for the right to win the division. Of course, winning the division gives you the week 1 bye. Players get to rest, and very important as we enter the playoff portion of the 2021 season. Elliott will be the deep back in the I formation as St. Louis begins their possession. He'll go off tackle right. He's met at the line, and oh dear, Elliott is hurt. Elliott was going to try to play through that sore hamstring, but it didn't work. they're going to have to take him off the field. He loses a yard, and so we will not see any more of Ezekiel Elliott tonight, which is a shame. You have to really give it to the young man. He did try to give it a go, tried to play through it, but to no avail. So he's going to be attended to by the St. Louis medical staff. We're going to be seeing Jerick McKinnon for the rest of the night for the St. Louis Stars. So that's going to be it for Ezekiel, and you got to wonder, there's only just 2 weeks left for St. Louis. This is their last road game of the regular season. They're going to be home for Week 13 versus Arizona, who is starting to play better, the defending league champion, starting to play a little bit better in recent weeks, and a Sunday night football season-ending game versus the Detroit Wheels. So this is a very huge injury for St. Louis. So back to the action. It is 2nd and 11 for St. Louis at their own 27. Just under 3.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. McKinnon will be the lone setback as Cousins shifts to the pistol. 3 wide receiver set. Back to pass with time. Completes it to Claypool at the 40. First down. And officially give him a gain of 16. So 1st and 10 for St. Louis. Last week, Cousins in the losing effort against Chicago completed 32 of 48 passes for 401 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now go back to the I formation now. McKinnon in at running back. If you're just joining us, Ezekiel Elliott tried to play through a hamstring injury but has been forced to leave the game. So we're going to see Jerick McKinnon the rest of the way tonight, and possibly we'll see the remainder of the regular season. McKinnon gets a great run off right tackle past midfield and into Memphis territory for the first time for St. Louis tonight. 16-yard gain on McKinnon's first carry for St. Louis this evening. 1st and 10, under 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. St. Louis trails 3-0, but they've got their first very interesting, promising drive here so far. Two tight end set. Play action to McKinnon. Cousins is looking long. Completes it to Claypool inside the 20. Tackled by Alexander at the 15. Cousins executed that play action perfectly, as we see again on the instant replay. And Claypool almost gets away. Alexander makes the touchdown-saving tackle at the Memphis 15. I formation behind Cousins. McKinnon is the deep back. Smith is the fullback. Handoff McKinnon straight up the middle. He's going to try to get to the 10 before being brought down. There is an injured Memphis player. I think it's one of the linebackers, Grugier Hill. And he was holding his shoulder. So we're talking about injuries. Just a quick look at the injury list for Memphis. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine of the injured players on the injury list are on the defensive side. They had to reach out and sign some players during the week at linebacker and at the defensive back positions to help fill out that roster. They're running out of bodies there here late in the season. 60 seconds left to go. There's a stoppage because of the injury to Grugier Hill. 2nd and 7, ball at the Memphis 12. McKinnon at the top of the I. He'll get the handoff, off tackle left, and he's hit in the backfield. They're going to say he lost a yard. Vernon with the tackle, and it'll bring up 3rd and 8. Some of those Memphis defensive players are trying to get the crowd in that end zone there to start making some noise to make it hard for Cousins to call out the play. Empty backfield as they break the huddle. Cousins trying to motion. Back to pass, drifts to the right, throws to Reynolds, and he's going to be caught short of the first down. Harris Jr. with the tackle at the Memphis 7. Needed to reach the 5 for the first down, and that's going to end the first quarter. So Memphis leads it 3-0, but I have a feeling that we're about to have it all tied up here as we start the second quarter. So Sunday Night Football will continue next week. Should be an intriguing matchup here. The recently hot Chicago Fire. They started the season poorly. There was rumors that Nick Saban was going to return back to the college ranks. Cam Newton was finished. There was problems with Kyler Murray. And this team's now on a winning streak. They are now 5-7 and fighting for a playoff position. And they're going to be going south of the border to take on the Mexico City Aztecs. So that'll be our Week 13 finale. Coming up, we already kind of alluded to St. Louis and Detroit. Unless something were to change, that's going to be the Week 14 matchup. So again, taking a look at the playoff race, Chicago right now holds on to the final wild card based on the results from earlier today. And they are tied with Mexico City. So Mexico City back in the hunt again as well. So some intriguing games, some intriguing results that happened earlier today. And we'll give you all the results of that at halftime. So the first quarter statistics here. And kind of misleading here. St. Louis had the ball a little bit longer. They've gained a few more yards. But Memphis is on top of the scoreboard temporarily. Because here as we have Austin Siebert coming on to make what should be a makeable field goal from about 22 yards out. They're going to give him credit for 24, and it's good. We have a tie ball game. St. Louis 3, Memphis 3. So the Stars are able to cap off an 8-play, 65-yard drive with a Siebert 24-yard field goal. Not the high-scoring affair that we thought we were going to get, but so far a very close game. So Siebert sets to kick it off. Back to return, Bilal Powell has already returned one kickoff for a touchdown earlier this season. But he won't be venturing this one out. He's gonna kneel down in the end zone, and Memphis will take it at their own 20. So Deshaun Watson, 3 of 6 for 44 yards already tonight. Brings out the Memphis Express for another offensive drive. Just underway here in the second quarter. Jacob is the deep back. He'll get the handoff. Off tackle right to the 25, to the 30, first down. Finally spun down by Bradbury at the 34. 1st and 10 for the Express. Jacobs, 5 carries for 26 yards so far tonight. They'll shift to the 2 tight end set. Jacobs will now be the lone setback. Hurst and Hollister are the tight ends. Watson back to pass. Looking, and the pass is incomplete. Matthew had a chance at an interception there, but bobbled it. It hit Hurst, then went to Matthew, and Matthew then dropped it. So it brings up 2nd and 10. Three wide receivers set now for Watson. Watson back to pass. Nope, he's going to run with it. It's a draw play. And I think he picked up the first down. Oh, but we got an injury on the play. And it's Connor, James Connor, the running back. And he is going to go to the sideline. Memphis does get the first down, though. So Watson is a danger to run with the ball. So something that that the St. Louis defense has to account for. So 1st and 10, just under 14 minutes here to go in the second quarter. And Memphis is on the move. They're near midfield. Jacobs is the lone setback. They're now without James Conner due to injury. Watson back to pass. Completes it to Perryman at midfield. And he's immediately spun down by Dean. Gets just inside St. Louis territory. They're going to mark the ball at the St. Louis 48. Brings up 2nd and 3. Perryman has caught 2 passes so far for 14 yards. Freeman will now be in at running back. Three wide receiver set for Watson from the pistol. Back to pass. Looking deep. Complete to Bourne at the 30. He's got a little room to run. Finally dropped by Simmons at the St. Louis 27. A gain of 21 yards. 1st and 10 Memphis. Let's take a look at that one again. Watson is getting great protection here tonight. And his wide receivers are getting open. They'll shift to the I formation. Jacobs is the deep back. Hand off to Jacobs up the middle. He gets to about the 25, and that's it. Gain of 2 yards, stopped by Olukon. Now bring up 2nd and 8, nearing the 12-minute mark of the second quarter. Jacobs is now the lone setback. Watson back to pass. Penalty flag on the play. Incomplete pass. And to add insult to injury, there's a holding call. Second called penalty on Memphis tonight. The ball will be backed up to the St. Louis 35. So it brings up 2nd and 18 for Memphis. Freeman comes in now at running back. Watson, back to pass. Has time. Completes it to Bourne at the 30. Tackled by Simmons. So it's a gain of 5 yards. Brings up 3rd and 13. Watson, 6 of 10 for 77 yards tonight. 4 wide receivers set for Memphis. Watson, back to pass. What protection he's getting tonight. Completes the pass to Snead near the 20. It's a gain of 8 yards. He is going to be well shy of the first down. 4th and 5 from the St. Louis 22. And Mike Vrabel does not hesitate. He's going to send out Kaimi Fairbairn for another field goal attempt. This one's going to be from about 40 yards out. Make it 39 and good. Fairbairn gives them the lead once again. Memphis 6, St. Louis 3. 9-play, 58-yard drive, taking up just under 5 minutes. Fairbairn, 2 for 2 tonight on field goals. Just over 10 minutes left until halftime. This one's going to be kicked into the end zone. Hardman will try to return it. I'm sorry, McKinnon will try to return it. And there's another flag. This was going to be another illegal block on St. Louis. Moving the ball to the St. Louis 7. So penalty-wise tonight, St. Louis has had 3 for 21 yards. Memphis 2 for 15. And if you're just joining us, St. Louis, without the services of Ezekiel Elliott, tried to give that hamstring a go, but to no avail. And more on his injury situation, we hope to report to you at halftime. Jerick McKinnon is in the game now for the St. Louis Stars. St. Louis in the I formation. The give to McKinnon. He's going to go right side. And he didn't get much, maybe a yard. Tackled by White at the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 9. They'll stay in the I formation. McKinnon will get the call again. This time White again with the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It brings up 3rd and 7. Passing situation here for St. Louis. They'll empty out the backfield. Olsen will move to the slot. Cousins with time completes over the middle to Olsen. Olsen's near the first down, but I don't think he made it. He's going to end up being a yard shy. So 3 and out for St. Louis, and punting time for Sam Martin. 8.5 minutes to go here. Second quarter. Martin gets the punt away. Powell's going to get a return on it. Starts at the 35. Finally brought down at the Memphis 40. Again, 8.5 minutes until halftime. And hopefully we're going to get an opportunity to go over with you the scoreboard, the standings, and kind of the playoff picture as we head into the final 2 weeks of the 2021 regular season. Memphis gets the ball back. They'll start at their own 40. They're moving right to left across your screen. They're in the blue uniforms. St. Louis is in the white. Jacobs is the lone setback. Watson under center. Back to pass. Watson is sacked. Jefferson with the sack. And that's the 21st sack given up by that Memphis offensive line so far this season. And the only the 17th sack recorded by the St. Louis defense. Only the 17th sack that they've recorded this season. So it moves the ball back to the Memphis 29 and brings up 2nd and 21. My. So St. Louis starting to make those adjustments pay off here. Freeman now in at running back. Watson in the pistol. Watson back to pass. Screen to Freeman to the 30, the 35. Merciless finally brings him down at the 37. So a gain of 8 yards. They get some of it back. Still brings up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 13 for the Memphis Express. Memphis Express, those of you new to the WFL, formerly used to be the San Diego Fleet. And then because of the stadium issue there in San Diego, the team relocated here to Memphis, Tennessee. Empty backfield now for the Express. 4 wide receiver set. Watson has time. Has to throw underneath to Hurst, and no gain. Matthew pancakes him there at the 37. So it brings up 4th and 13. We're more than just past the halfway point of the second quarter. And Memphis will have to punt. A low-scoring, even close game between these two teams so far. Barry gets off a good punt. Hardman's going to take it. Gets past the 20. Finally brought down at the St. Louis 23. 6:16 to go. Second quarter. Express 6, Stars 3. Here on Sunday Night Football. McKinnon in at running back. I formation behind Cousins. Hand off to McKinnon. He's going to go off tackle right into the line. Tackled by Nichols and a pickup of 3. Again, some of you are the new viewers of WFL football. Cousins, longtime quarterback for Toronto. And this season was allowed to exercise his free agency, decided to sign with St. Louis. This led Toronto to draft Justin Herbert. And that seems to have worked out pretty well for Toronto. And of course, the move has worked out pretty well for St. Louis. Their now backup quarterback is Jameis Winston. This move has definitely benefited both teams. Brings up 2nd and 7. 6:10 to go here in the second quarter. McKinnon still in at running back. Playing in the spot of the injured Ezekiel Elliott. He's going to test the left side of the line. And I don't think he got much. They're going to say he's out the line. Another injury. Buda Baker from Memphis. The safety is heading toward the sideline. Walking gingerly on that left knee. Brings up 3rd and 7 for St. Louis. Defense is definitely ruling the game here so far. So far, offensively, St. Louis 109 yards offense, Memphis 121. Definitely, defense is running the roost here tonight. Empty backfield behind Cousins as he stands in the pistol. Feel like you just have a big play to kind of turn something around for either team. Cousins' pass is incomplete. He's looking for Hamilton and just not there in time. So it brings up 4th down and the punting unit. So another 3 and out for St. Louis. Martin gets away a good kick. And Memphis is going to let that one roll. And it's going to stop dead at the Memphis 33. 5:17 to go. As we start looking toward the end of the half here. 2-minute warning coming up. Both teams still have all their full complement of timeouts. 3 timeouts each. Jacobs is the lone setback behind Watson. Watson calling out the signals. Play action. Back to pass. And this one's picked off. Bradbury with the interception. And finally tackled down at the 30. But hold on a second. Mike Vrabel is waving that red challenge flag and saying that Bradbury may have not secured the ball. So Alex Kemp and company. And after further replay confirms it. The ball did touch the ground, so no interception for Bradbury. It'll be counted as an incomplete pass on Watson. So it's 2nd and 10, 5:08 to go here in the second quarter. Memphis dodges a bullet here. One running back, 2 tight ends set for Memphis. Watson back to pass again. Completes over the middle to Hurst at the 40. Tackled immediately by Matthew. It's a gain of 9. Be 3rd and 1 at the Memphis 42. 5 minutes left in the first half. Looks like they're going to just try to pick up the first down here with Jacobs. He's going to... Ooh... They did. They gave him the first down. So he gained just enough. It looked that first look, he didn't get it, but Jacobs does pick up the first down. 7 carries for 29 yards for Jacobs so far tonight. Coming up on the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. Jacobs will stay in as the lone running back. Watson back to pass. Completes it to Hollister at the 50. Hollister is finally tackled by Bates, and Bourne, the wide receiver, holding his right elbow there. Oh, that does not look good. So Bourne is heading to the sidelines. Brandon Powell will be coming in for him. Brings up 2nd and 2, 3:38 to go. And now they'll shift to a 3 wide receiver set. Freeman is in at running back. Be Powell, Smith, and Snead at the wide receiver spot. Watson back to pass. Throws short to Powell, who just came into the ball game. And he's tackled by Dean, a gain of 6 yards and a first down. So Watson on the night, 12 of 17, 116 yards. Ball's at the St. Louis 43. Watson back to pass. Completes it to Smith at the 40. Stopped by Simmons. 2:53 to go in the second quarter. Just small little dinks and dunks here by Watson to his wide receivers. Watson, again with plenty of time, throws near side for Snead, but the ball was over his head. Incomplete, brings up 3rd and 7. They'll empty out the backfield, go 4 wide receivers this time. Watson. Oh, and Watson is chased down and sacked by Wilkins. Sacked by Wilkins, and they're going to let the clock run to the 2-minute warning. Brings up 4th and 15, and Memphis will have to punt. St. Louis defense coming alive here. 2 quarterback sacks here in the second quarter. And Barry's going to try to bury the ball into inside the 20. St. Louis has all 3 of their timeouts. And Hardman's got a return here. Going to take the ball at his own 10. And he'll be stopped at the St. Louis 16. So probably didn't have a choice as the ball was coming toward him. To the St. Louis 16 is where the Stars will begin. A little mini 2-minute drive here by Kirk Cousins and company. So empty backfield for Cousins. 4 wide receivers. 3 timeouts. Olsen will shift over to the slot. Cousins avoids the rush. Throws underneath to Olsen, but it's incomplete. Cousins so far on the night, 8 of 13 for just 73 yards. They'll regroup in the huddle. Minute 52 to go here before halftime. Sometimes you probably want to add a second play in there in case you go to a hurry-up offense. Looking over the middle for Hamilton, but that pass is incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 10. Memphis also has all 3 timeouts as well, so if they get a stop here, they have a chance at getting the ball in reasonably good field position. Olsen again moves to the slot. Cousins back to pass, completes it to Olsen. But does he get to the first down? No. He is short of the first down. And waiting on Memphis to call a timeout here, and I don't think they are. So they're St. Louis is going to punt. Thought they were going to try to run the clock down, but they're not. Martin gets away a good kick. Powell at his own 28. Finally brought down at the Memphis 35. So that is where Memphis will start. A minute 15 to go. 3 timeouts for Deshaun Watson. Offensive line struggling to protect there in those last couple of drives of the second quarter. So empty backfield to start with. Watson moves to the pistol. Perryman, Smith, Snead, and Powell are the wide receivers. Watson back to pass. Has plenty of time. Completes it to Perryman in stride at the midfield stripe. Dean with the stop. They'll mark the ball at the St. Louis 49. Watson hurrying him on down the field. Want to try to conserve all those timeouts. Gets him to the line. Sets him up. Snaps the ball. Back to pass. Perryman again. This time to the 35. Brought down to the 33. Again, no timeouts. They have 3. But they want to kind of keep St. Louis on their back foot. Watson again from the pistol. Completes it to the tight end Hurst. He's near the 20. Mark the ball at the 22. 28 seconds left before Watson decides to use the first timeout for Memphis. 28 seconds left. Ball's marked at the St. Louis 22. They lead it 6-3. And they will get the ball to start the second half. So a score here, and then get the ball to start the second half. So far, the scoring's only been done by the kickers so far. Fairbairn has kicked 2, and his counterpart Siebert has kicked a field goal. So that's been it so far as goes the scoring. So Watson returns to the huddle. We'll see what play they draw up here. Watson has time. Oh, now he's forced to run. Only gets a 1-yard gain. Oh, goodness, they got to stop the clock again. Quickly signals timeout. 21 seconds left. It's like he had a moment of protection there, and then it crumbled quickly on that left side of the line. He's telling that offensive line, give me a little more time. Give me a little more time. Ball's at the 21. They have 1 timeout remaining. Watson gets the ball. Back to pass. Down near side to Sneed at the 19. Doesn't get out of bounds. The clock is running. It brings up 3rd down. And Memphis will use their last timeout here. So Vrabel, really with no other option here, is going to decide to kick the field goal. And here's the thinking here. You lead 6-3. You get another field goal here. You're up 9-3. And you get the ball back to start the second half. So I'm thinking that's what's going through the brain trust there for Memphis. Yes, it's 3rd and 7. We're going to try. Oh, there's a false start penalty. So hold the phone before we can get a playoff. There's a false start penalty. So it's going to move the ball back to the St. Louis 24. Fairbairn's going to have to fight a little bit more for this one. This one's going to be about a 41, 42-yard field goal attempt. The snap, the kick, the hold. It's good. 40 from 41 yards. Fairbairn 3 for 3. And he's been the man so far for Memphis. 14 seconds left. And I think this one's just going to be a squib kick. No, we're going to kick this one deep. And McKinnon's going to let that one go to the 20. So 14 seconds left. And I'm believing Cousins here is just going to do a kneel down, and we're going to take it into the dressing room for halftime. And that's what's going to happen. Both teams are heading to their respective locker rooms. It's been an interesting first half so far. Memphis leads at 9-3. Not the offensive showdown that we thought we were going to get to see, but Memphis does lead at 9-3. They'll get the ball to start the second half, and stick around for halftime. We're going to have a lot of information for you about Week 12 playoffs. All that's going to be coming up in just a moment. Welcome back to Liberty Bowl. It's halftime here in Sunday Night Football Week 12 matchup between the St. Louis Stars and the Memphis Express, and it's been a low-scoring game. The Express lead at 9-3. There's the halftime statistics so far. Slight edge to Memphis. St. Louis is staying into the game. It's very much a defensive game. but you got a feeling there's going to be a play or a break in the game that's going to um, make the game go one way or the other. Again, if you just joined us, Ezekiel Elliott for the St. Louis Stars did come into the game with a hamstring concern, tried to play through it, did go out in the second quarter with an injury. Bad news for Ezekiel Elliott. The prognosis does not look good. Even with the 2 week remaining in the regular season, this could be a much longer injury for the running back. So he's probably not. He did not reach his 1,000-yard goal. He's going to fall just over 100 yards shy of that goal this season. So he went out late in the first quarter, was replaced by Jerick McKinnon, and it's going to be McKinnon the rest of the way for St. Louis Stars. On the other side, as well, they're losing some offensive stars as well. Second quarter, James Conner, backup running back for Memphis, out for 7 weeks, and A.J. Bourne will also be missing some time as well. So as we mentioned earlier today, kind of bring you up to speed on our Week 12. Of course, we started with Thanksgiving Day, so some of those games, if you didn't get a chance to catch our Houston-Birmingham matchup, Las Vegas took care of business in Los Angeles, defeated the Extreme 38-16. That's 5 straight losses now for the Extreme. Las Vegas clearly in the driver's seat there in the Pacific Division. And then the second game of our Thanksgiving Day coverage, Chicago Fire. Chicago Fire now have won 3 straight games. They defeat Detroit 19-16 in that game, and are now in a wild card position for the playoffs, which is 2 weeks to go. And then, of course, we ended Thanksgiving night with Houston at Birmingham. Houston winning that game 24-14. Joe Burrow in that game with 2 passing touchdowns. So then earlier today, some of the action for today, we had a lot of interesting upsets. Mexico City coming into the day at 4-7. They upset Oakland at the Coliseum, winning 19-6. So Oakland starting to fade as we move toward the end of the season. Tampa Bay, no problem against the league's worst team, San Antonio. San Antonio's only won 1 game so far this season, so Tampa Bay's still in the mix for a playoff spot. The other upset, a week after clinching the Southern Division title, the only team to clinch a division, Orlando loses at home to Denver. Denver wins 27-20, and in that game, Ben Roethlisberger, 32 of 43, 305 yards, 2 touchdowns in that game. So Denver also making a comeback as well. In a game between the 2 most recent Pantheon Bowl champions, Arizona in 2020, Philadelphia in 2019, Arizona wins 30-20. They are also making a play for getting into the playoffs. Earlier in the day, all the way over across the Atlantic in London, the Knights continue to roll 34-3, no problems against New York. And then in our nation's capital, the Hitmen do a hit job on Washington Federals 27-3. So what does that do for the standings? We'll take a quick look at the Metropolitan Division. London closer and closer to clinching the Metropolitan Division crown, but they are closely followed a game by Toronto. Remember, Toronto is the only team to have defeated London this year. Those 2 losses came courtesy of the Toronto Hitmen. The Southern Division, sorry, that's mislabeled there. Orlando clinched the division, but those other teams, Tampa Bay, Houston, and Birmingham, in a fight for a playoff spot. And then over here in the Western Conference, the game you're watching, St. Louis and Memphis, we could see those 2 teams trade places here. Memphis could be in first place by the end of the night if the score line holds. Detroit, Chicago, and Denver, all of those teams are in line for a playoff spot. Then in the Pacific Division, Las Vegas has a 2-game lead. They could clinch the Pacific Division next week. Oakland has been starting to kind of fade here as the season wears on. Los Angeles, with that 5th straight loss, probably more than likely will be out of the playoff race next week. So, speaking of the playoff race, quick look at our playoff ladder. In the East, London has the number 1 seed at 10-2. Orlando still has the number 2 seed at 9-3. Toronto has the number 3. They would host if it were to end today, they would host the Houston Roughnecks in the Eastern Conference wildcard game. Tampa Bay Bandits would host New York, 2 6-6 teams there. Still in the hunt, but with 2 weeks to play for. All of them have 5-7 records. The Philadelphia Blitz, the Birmingham Americans, and the Washington Federals. Then in the West, we talked a little bit about this during the second quarter. Vegas currently right now the number 1 seed. But if the Stars hold on to win, Stars would get the first spot because of the tiebreaker. The Stars defeated Las Vegas all the way back in week 1. And if Memphis were to hold on and win, Memphis could possibly take possession of first place in the Central Division. Then the other teams, the way it would end now, you would have Chicago visiting Memphis in that Western wildcard round, Oakland going to Detroit, 2 6-6 teams playing each other. Still in the hunt. The rest of the teams, all the teams in the Western Conference are still in the hunt, but Los Angeles, as you can see, probably on their way out. And if you didn't catch it in our previous games, the road to Pantheon Bowl 20, all 11 postseason games can be watched on the Replay Sports channel. Click to subscribe, check us out, and I'd love to have you aboard. All right, we're going to go back to the field now for second half action between St. Louis and Memphis. Memphis will get the ball to start the second half. It's a deep kickoff by Siebert. And Powell will return it out to the Memphis 30-yard line. So Deshaun Watson brings out the Memphis offense again. They're moving right to left across your screen. They are in the blue uniforms with the white numerals. Jacobs will be the lone setback behind him. Watson from under center, back to pass. Completes the pass over the middle to Snead. He's out to the 45-yard line, tackled by Bradbury, a gain of 15 yards. Watson, 18 of 24, 179 yards in the game so far. And Snead, leading receiver for Memphis, that's his 5th reception so far. Jacobs will remain at running back. Jacobs will get the handoff. Off tackle right, met at the line by Wilkins, so no gain. Jacobs, 8 carries, 29 yards tonight. Both teams struggling on the running game. Brings up 2nd and 10. Empty backfield behind Watson. Watson from the pistol. Under a heavy rush, gets the ball away, but it's picked off. Bates, Jesse Bates, finally brought down at the 46-yard line. Bates' 2nd interception of the season. And just like that, St. Louis has the ball inside Memphis territory. So Memphis gets a horrible start to the second half. Watson turns the ball over. Kirk Cousins gets great field position. McKinnon and Smith are the running backs behind Cousins. McKinnon will get the handoff. He goes to his right. Picks up 3 yards, tackled by Alexander. Brings up 2nd and 7. McKinnon so far, of course, having to come in late first quarter to replace Ezekiel Elliott, 8 carries, 27 yards. McKinnon will stay in the game. McKinnon gets the handoff. Off tackle left. Gets to about the 40 before being brought down by Davis. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Compare the two teams on 3rd down. Both of them have only converted 1 3rd down. St. Louis 1 of 7 on 3rd down. Memphis 1 of 6. The score kind of tells the story there. Offenses have been struggling. Empty backfield behind Cousins. Standing in the pistol. Cousins, with time, completes it. Nope, incomplete. Looking for Claypool, in and out of the hands. It'll be incomplete. 4th and 4, and Chip Kelly is going to keep the offense on the field. They got the interception earlier from Watson, so they want to capitalize on this possession. So he'll keep the offense out there. Olsen moves to the slot. Cousins from the pistol. Under pressure. Gets rid of the ball. Completes it to Olsen. He's got the first down. Pushed out of bounds by Baker at the Memphis 33. So the gamble pays off for now as the Stars get a fresh set of downs. 11:58 to go. 3rd quarter. McKinnon will return as the lone setback. Cousins throws a short screen to McKinnon to the 30, the 25, out to the 22, spun down by White. It's a first down, gain of 11. Boy, it really feels like the momentum is starting to shift towards St. Louis. Ball's at the Memphis 22. 3 wide receivers set. McKinnon will remain at running back. From the pistol, Cousins, back to pass. Whoa, incomplete. He was looking for Reynolds, and Hilton that he got a gloved finger on it, and that was about it. Brings up 2nd and 10. They'll go empty backfield here. Cousins, 11 of 19 for 99 yards. Has time, back to pass. Looking for Reynolds again, but this time Reynolds was double covered. A little bit of a dangerous move there. Brings up 3rd and 10. St. Louis trailing by 6. Gifted with an interception here at the start of the 3rd quarter, trying to make it pay off. Cousins, back to pass. Tries to fire underneath to Olsen, but picked off by Hilton. So we have 2 interceptions to start the 3rd quarter. Mike Hilton gets his 3rd interception of the season. So 2 turnovers to begin the 3rd quarter, and Memphis dodges a bullet. Jacobs in at running back. He'll be the deep back in the I formation. He'll get the handoff to the right. He's met at the line, though. Olukan brings him down. Both teams struggling with running the ball tonight. Jacobs will remain in at running back. Watson throws a screen, or attempts to throw a screen to Jacobs, but it's incomplete. Memphis's line is losing the battle there against St. Louis's front 4. St. Louis is just ever so suddenly just taking advantage of that Memphis offensive line, and Watson's feeling the pressure there. They'll empty out the backfield. Watson will step back into the pistol. 3rd and 10. They lead, but St. Louis is really starting to come back here. Watson back to pass. Completes short to Smith at the line of scrimmage, so no gain as Simmons brings him down So it's a completed pass, but for no yards. 3 and out Memphis, and they'll be forced to punt. Major moral victory there for St. Louis. As Barry is back to punt, deep in his own territory. Hardman's going to make a fair catch at his 27. 8:43 to go here. Third quarter. Express lead at 9-3. I formation lining up behind Cousins. McKinnon pressed into service with the injury to Elliott. Takes the handoff, goes off tackle left, gets a couple of yards, tackled by Quarterman at the 29. Brings up 2nd and 8. St. Louis will empty out the backfield. Cousins from the pistol, back to pass. Looking for Reynolds, but the pass was tipped by Harris. Incomplete. Both quarterbacks having their struggles against the respective defenses. Brings up 3rd and 8. 4 wide receivers set for St. Louis. Man in motion. Cousins with time. Completes a short pass to Cousins, but it's just a gain of 3 yards. Both quarterbacks are just finding these short gain passes when they need a lot more. So only a gain of 3 there by Reynolds. It brings up 4th and 5. We're nearing the halfway point of the third quarter in a very low-scoring ball game. Martin will be back to punt. Gets it away. Powell back at his own 20. And then tackled down at his 32. 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go. Memphis leads it, but both teams struggling offensively. St. Louis, 145 yards net offense. Memphis, 201. Jacobs comes out of the game, and Devontae Freeman comes in for the Memphis Express. Watson will hand off to Freeman. Off tackle right, gets a couple. Tackled by Bradbury. Brings up 2nd and 8 from the Memphis 34. Jacobs back in the game now. He'll be the lone setback. Watson, under pressure, completes it to Hurst at the 40. It's a gain of 7. So it brings up 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 now. And Watson might just try to lean over here and get that first down. That's what he does. He gets a little bit more. We have an injured St. Louis player. Smith's being tended to. But Watson needed 1. He picks up 7. So they convert on 3rd down for just the 2nd time all night. 5.5 minutes to go. Ball at the Memphis 48. Jacobs back in at running back. Jacobs, handoff, off tackle right, past midfield, into St. Louis territory. Finally brought down by Wilkins at the St. Louis 44. Brings up 2nd and 2. Freeman comes in. So maybe Memphis is thinking the change of pace here will help them. Freeman, maybe a yard. Olakon with the stop at the 43. Watson again will try to pick up the first down. He does and a little more. He's past the 30, tackled by Olakon at the 28. So a gain of 15 for Watson. And all of a sudden, Memphis is now finding success running the ball. Freeman in at running back. Watson back to pass. Screens over to Freeman. To the 25, the 20, 10. Sorry, marked him down at the 12. Tackled by Bates. Alex Kemp, the referee, marks him down at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10. We haven't had a touchdown all night. It's been field goals the whole way. 3 minutes, 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter. I formation behind Watson. Freeman will stay in the game. Been a lot of running plays on this drive. Freeman gets the ball off tackle left. He's hit at the 8 by Jefferson. Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. A touchdown here would really help Memphis. St. Louis trying to hold their ground. Jacobs back into the game. They're shuttling running backs in. It's something different that they weren't doing before, but they're doing now, and they are seeing some success with it. Jacobs will get the handoff, plunges into the right side of the line, gets to about the 6. 2-yard gain, brings up 3rd and 4. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Freeman is the lone setback behind Watson in the pistol. 3 wide receiver set. Watson. And Watson is sacked again. The 3rd sack of the day given up by that offensive line. Kaminsky with the sack. And it's going to be another field goal attempt by Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn from about 30 yards out. They'll say it's 29, but it's still good. Memphis 12, St. Louis 3. An 11-play, 56-yard drive, and I think almost all of them except one was with running plays. Took up 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Has not been the offensive fireworks show that we hoped for, folks, but if you're a Memphis fan, you're happy right now. If you're St. Louis, you're a little bit upset. St. Louis is going to get the ball on the kickoff. McKinnon's going to take it from 2 yards inside the end zone. Gets it to the St. Louis 22. 27 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Stars trail by 9. First place in the Central Division on the line here tonight. McKinnon in at running back. Gets the handoff. Up the middle. Got the first down. Got a little more. He's at midfield. The 40, the 30, the 20. Look out. 10, 5. And stopped at the 2-yard line. Johnson with the touchdown saving tackle. A 76-yard run. Biggest play we've seen tonight, and that puts McKinnon over the 100-yard mark. What a play. Incredible. Smith, the fullback, with just an amazing block there. And a lot of missed tackles there. So just as we thought we were going to be just getting the plethora of field goals, we have the great run there by McKinnon, and he's going to get a chance to get a break here between the third and fourth quarter. And St. Louis, folks, not out of it yet. Taking a look at those third quarter statistics. Starting to get interesting here. Memphis crowd here at the Liberty Bowl trying to make some noise at that end of the end zone. 1st and goal. Ball at the Memphis 2. 2 tight end package for St. Louis. McKinnon. Top of the eye. McKinnon with the handoff. He's in for the touchdown. First touchdown of the night. Great blocking there by Costanzo, who led the way. And the running backs have taken over Sunday Night Football. Siebert on to kick the extra point. And it's good, and St. Louis only trails by 2. We have our first touchdown of the night. Only took them 2 plays, and it was all courtesy of Jerick McKinnon. Caps it off with a 2-yard run, and the Stars trailed 12-10 as we're just underway here in the fourth quarter. You never can tell what can happen on Sunday Night Football, folks. That's why you stick around. So the kickoff goes through the end zone for a touchback. Memphis will start possession at their own 20. Sorry, messing with the mic here. Memphis's lead has been reduced, and they're going to try to answer back. Freeman will be in at running back. He'll get the handoff, off tackle right, met at the line. Well, they're going to give him 2. Bradbury, forward progress, they'll give him 2 yards. Bradbury with the tackle. Brings up 2nd and 8. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Freeman will stay in. He'll be the lone setback in the backfield with Watson. Watson in the pistol. Watson, he's been under pressure a lot tonight. Fires, and the ball is incomplete. He was looking for Sneed, and Sneed couldn't get to it. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 8. Watson, 21 of 30 for 202 yards. 1 interception, and that was kind of on that first drive. Started the third quarter. Empty backfield now for Watson. St. Louis looking to bring pressure. Watson fires over the middle to Perryman, completed the 35. Brought down by Dean at the Memphis 39. It's 1st and 10, Memphis. They're going to stay with that empty backfield set. Watson has the play that he wants to run. Back to pass again. Near side to Sneed at the 40. Bradbury whips him down after a 3-yard gain. Place the ball at the Memphis 42, 2nd and 7. So almost all running during the last drive. Now they're going to try to power through the air. Watson again from the pistol. Has time. Completes it to Perryman near side. He's inside St. Louis territory. Boy, he's tough to tackle after the catch. Dean finally gets him to stop at the St. Louis 41. Gain of 17 yards. Jacobs back into the game now at running back. Jacobs will get the handoff past the 40, and Wilkins spins him down at the 38. So a gain of 3 yards brings up 2nd and 7. 11:53 to go here, fourth quarter. And what is turning out to be an entertaining game. Low scoring, but entertaining. Jacobs from the I formation gets the handoff off tackle right to the 35. Wilkins tackles him at the 33. A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and 2. Freeman will come in at running back. Watson shifts to the pistol. Watson checking with Freeman, make sure he knows the play. Play action to Freeman. Watson's going to throw it over the middle to Powell, but it's incomplete. 4th and 2, And this time it's Vrabel who's going to tell his offense to stay out there. They want to pick up the 2 yards, so they're going to keep the Memphis offense out there. Devontae Freeman will be the deep back on 4th and 2. St. Louis trying not to jump off sides. Hand off to Freeman. He's met in the backfield. St. Louis hooping and hollering, high-fiving as they leave the field. Smith with the tackle, loss of 1, turnover on downs. And boy, don't know if that was the right move. Down by 2. Under 10.5 minutes to go here for St. Louis. Defense just gives you a great stop. Let's see what the offense can do. McKinnon's the lone setback. Cousins back to pass. Completes the screen over to McKinnon. He's at the 40. Near 50. 15-yard gain. Tackled by White. Ball will be placed at the St. Louis 49. Jerick McKinnon has come in. And boys, he made an entrance. 12 carries, 110 yards rushing, 2 catches, 26 yards receiving. He also has the rushing touchdown, the game's only touchdown of the night so far. St. Louis will switch to an I formation now. McKinnon in the deep back. He'll get the handoff. They'll go off tackle left, trying to get inside Memphis territory. And Vernon will stop him at the midfield logo. Ball will be placed at the 50. 9.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Brings up 2nd and 9. And due to the injury of Ezekiel Elliott, McKinnon's going to be the guy now, moving forward for the last 2 games of the regular season and pretty much into the playoffs now, unless St. Louis can go deep into the playoffs. Second and 9. McKinnon gets the handoff again. He's going to push into the line. Quarterman finally spins him down at the Memphis 47. It'll be a gain of 3, brings up 3rd and 6. Crucial play here for St. Louis. Try to keep the drive alive. They trail by 2. McKinnon goes to the sideline for a needed rest. Four wide receivers set for St. Louis. Cousins from the pistol with time. Completes the pass to Reynolds at the 40. Pushed out of bounds by Harris at the Memphis 40. 1st and 10 St. Louis. Cousins 14 of 25, 124 yards on the night. 8:18 to go here in the 4th quarter. They'll stay with the empty backfield set. Cousins back to pass. Hamilton again at the 30, near the 1st down. They'll mark the ball shy, a yard shy. Memphis 31, 7.5 minutes to go. McKinnon had the brief rest, back into the game now. Needs to pick up the yard for the 1st down. That clock is moving. McKinnon off tackle right to the 20. He's got the 1st down to the 15. 129 yards on the night for McKinnon. That's the most he's done all season. 15-yard carry for McKinnon. 6:52 to go here in the 4th quarter. St. Louis needs a score to take the lead and hold on to possession of the Central Division with 2 weeks to go here in the regular season. Three wide receivers set for St. Louis. Cousins from the shotgun. Back to pass. Completes it to Reynolds at the 5. Brought down by Hilton. 1st and goal for St. Louis. Take a look at that pass play again. Timed it perfectly to Reynolds. Reynolds on the night, 5 receptions for 30 yards. He's the leading receiver for St. Louis. McKinnon from the I formation. Goes off tackle right into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. Jerick McKinnon. And St. Louis takes the lead for the first time tonight. Just great blocking along that St. Louis offensive line, particularly that right side of the line. They are just blowing people away there. The kick by Siebert is good, and St. Louis leads by 5 with just under 5.5 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. St. Louis trailed all night until we got to the fourth quarter, and the man named Jerick McKinnon has decided to take over. So the kickers are scoring too many points. It's time for the running backs to get some of the action. Siebert, deep kickoff, will not be returned. Memphis will take over at their own 20. So the situation is facing Deshaun Watson and company. They're trailing by 5. 5:23 left to go. They have all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Need a touchdown. Jacobs in at running back. I formation. He's going to get the handoff. They're going to go off tackle right. Gets a couple. I'll give him 4 yards. Kaminsky with the tackle at the 24. No panic yet on the Memphis sideline. Powell, jet sweep, and that one sniffed out by Wilkins. No gain. First little trick play we've seen on the night, and Wilkins was not having any of it. Brings up 3rd and 6. Watson lines up in the pistol. 4.5 minutes left. 3rd and 6. This could be an important turn of events here. Watson back to pass. Completes it to Smith, but he is not going to be close to a first down. It is a 3-yard gain. They needed 6. Brings up 4th and 3. And out will come the punting unit. Got to wonder about some of the play calling there on that one. Barry back to pass. Back to punt, sorry. No trick play there. He's punting. And Hardman from his own 30. Very short punt return. Gets it to the St. Louis 33. Okay, so 3:18 left to go in the fourth quarter. St. Louis leads by 5. Memphis has all 3 of their timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. St. Louis will try to use up some clock here. McKinnon gets the ball. Gets to about the line of scrimmage. That's it. Memphis decides to hold on to their timeouts. Pitch right to McKinnon. Looking for a hole to open. He's past the 35, the 40, near 50. And gain of 16 yards, first down, and that's going to bring up the 2-minute warning. And that's my dog in the background, if you hear that. Jerick McKinnon, 18 carries, 150 yards. He wasn't even the starter on the night. Ezekiel Elliott was the starter. He gets hurt late in the first quarter, and it's been the Jerick McKinnon show. Really, the start of the fourth quarter. I mean, all this was happening in the fourth quarter. It was pretty uneventful night for most of 3.5 quarters until we got to the fourth quarter. Not exactly the midnight hour, but you get the drift. So it gets a first down, 2-minute warning, and got to think that the Express are going to start using their timeouts here. So is McKinnon going to get a break here? I think so. I think we're going to see Tevin Coleman. Tevin Coleman's going to come in now. He is probably going to get a few carries here. Coleman hit in the backfield. And quick timeout called by Memphis. So a loss of 1. Again, don't forget, next week we're going south of the border. Chicago Fire, Mexico City Aztecs, 2 5-17s. Right now, Chicago has the 6th and final wild card spot in Mexico City. Would desperately love to get that from them. So we'll have that game for you next Sunday night. 2nd and 11 from the St. Louis 48. Minute 54 left to go. Coleman. Pitch left, trying to look for a hole in that left side. It's going to be hit again at the line of scrimmage. Memphis, again, using their timeouts, brings up 3rd and 11. So I think the call here, if you're St. Louis, do no harm. Do not turn the ball over. You've got a spot here where your punter can put the ball inside the 20. What a job by Jerick McKinnon tonight. Incredible. Handoff again to Coleman. And Memphis is going to hang on to that last timeout. So brings up 4th and 9. And Chip Kelly's going to stand over there with Alex Kemp and let this clock run to the last possible moment, which is a minute 2. So 62 seconds. And I'm thinking they might even try a delay a game here and move back even more. Let's see what they do here. No, they're going to punt. They're going to punt. So Sam Martin's going to try to pin this one inside the 20, and doesn't break his way. The ball does not break. And so, touchback, Memphis will get the ball. So let's set it up for you. 55 seconds left to go. Memphis has the ball at their own 20. They have 1 timeout left. They led for most of the game. They now trail by 5. They need a touchdown. This is the task facing Deshaun Watson. Offensive line has been a problem for Memphis for most of the night. 4 wide receivers for Watson. Watson lines up in the pistol. Back to pass. He's under pressure. Gets rid of the ball to Perryman at the 30. Perryman to the 40 before he's tackled by Dean. They're going to have to run the hurry-up offense. 45 seconds left to go in the game. Four wide receivers for Memphis. Watson gets the play off. Throws it underneath to Smith. Smith immediately tackled by Simmons. It's just a 1-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 9. 30 seconds left. Watson trying to hurry him up. Back to pass again. Completes it to Smith. Smith trying to get out of bounds near midfield. Gets out of bounds at the Memphis 48. Stops the clock with 22 seconds. 3rd and 2 for Memphis. 52 yards to pay dirt and a win over their division rivals. Not a lot of people have left here tonight. Near capacity crowd of the Liberty Bowl. Hurst will move to a slot position. 3rd and 2. Watson from the pistol. He has time. Complete. No. Hurst had it and he dropped it. Oh. He's looking at the gloves, looking at his hands. Brings up 4th and 2 with 19 seconds left. Ball is at the Memphis 48. Watson from the pistol. With time, looking deep. Completes it to Perryman at the 35. Perryman tackled at the St. Louis 33. Watson furiously trying to get Alex Kemp's attention to call a timeout. He does. 10 seconds. The clock stops with 10 seconds left. Ball at the St. Louis 33. Watson probably has one chance left. One shot at the end zone. He's going to call the play. And St. Louis moving 5, 6, 7 players back near the goal line. Watson under pressure, looking. Oh! He was looking for Perryman, and Dean tipped the ball there at the 15. They have to go for broke here. 4 seconds left. So they're going to go 5 wide receivers here. And he's going to have to heave it toward the end zone. Last play for Memphis. Watson looking. Fires deep to the end zone for Perryman. And it's tipped by Dean. Incomplete. Game over. St. Louis will come out of the Liberty Bowl with a 17-12 victory over their division rivals, the Memphis Express. Memphis has now lost 3 straight on the season. Your player of the game, Jerick McKinnon. McKinnon will finish the night. 18 carries, 150 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 receptions, 26 yards. So a big game. St. Louis gets to hold on to first place in the Central Division. They'll also retake first place in the Western Conference because of the head-to-head versus Las Vegas. Again, don't forget to join us next Sunday night, the Chicago Fire at the Mexico City Aztecs for our Week 13 Sunday night football game. Again, join us anytime. Subscribe to the Replay Sports channel. Get notifications when our next game becomes available and goes live. Again, I've been your host, Glenn Walker. Thank you for joining us tonight. Have a great one.